If multiple systems of this kind are used in one strike simultaneously, say 2, 3, or 4 systems, it would be comparable in force to the use of nuclear weapons, but they are not nuclear. This is because they are A. high precision, B. not equipped with a nuclear explosive device, thus they do not cause environmental contamination. Yet, the force would be comparable.
Но сила будет сопоставима.
Десятки боевых блоков.
Dozens of warheads, self-guided units, attack the target at a speed of Mach 10, which is about 3 kilometers per second. The temperature of the destructive elements reaches 4,000 degrees. If memory serves me right, the temperature of the sun's surface is 5,500 to 6,000 degrees. Therefore, everything in the epicenter of the explosion disintegrates into fragments, into elementary particles, essentially turning into dust. The missile can even target highly protected objects located at great depths. There are currently no means to counter such weapons. Missiles attack targets at a speed of Mach 10, which is 2.5 to 3 kilometers per second. Air defense systems presently available in the world and missile defense systems being created by the Americans in Europe cannot intercept such missiles. It is impossible. As I have mentioned, these are quite powerful elements that heat up to a temperature of 4,000 degrees. I don't know, you can check on the internet, but on the surface of the sun, I think it's around 5,600 to 6,000 degrees. It's comparable to the temperature on the surface of the sun. A kinetic impact is a formidable force, akin to a meteorite impact. History has shown us the effects and consequences of meteorite impacts. They were sufficient to form entire lakes, weren't they? Take a look at the Tunguska event and its outcomes. Here as well, the damage is substantial. Everything at the center is reduced to ash, breaking down into its elementary components, and objects located at a depth of 3 or 4, possibly even more, floors below are affected. These are fortified structures, not merely floors. The force of the impact is colossal. Of course, more can be added to amplify the effect. A kinetic impact is a formidable force, akin to a meteorite impact. History has shown us the effects and consequences of meteorite impacts. They were sufficient to form entire lakes, weren't they? Take a look at the Tunguska event and its outcomes. Here as well, the damage is substantial. Everything at the center is reduced to ash, breaking down into its elementary components, and objects located at a depth of 3 or 4, possibly even more, floors below are affected. These are fortified structures, not merely floors. The force of the impact is colossal. Of course, more can be added to amplify the effect.
В наличии у нас сегодня имеется несколько готовых к применению изделий подобного рода.
As of today, we have several ready-to-deploy systems of this type. Naturally, as previously stated, we will continue to respond to the ongoing strikes on Russian territory carried out with Western-made long-range missiles. This may include further testing of the Oreshnik system in combat conditions, as was successfully demonstrated on November 21st.
Аналогов Орешника в мире,
The Oreshnik system is, of course, unmatched in the world,
думаю,
and I doubt we will see anything comparable anytime soon.
не скоро.
В ответ на применение американских
In response to the use of American and British long-range weapons,
ноября текущего года
on November 21st, the Russian armed forces delivered a combined strike on one of the facilities of Ukraine's defense industry.
в боевых условиях
One of Russia's newest medium-range missile systems, in this case, a ballistic missile with a non-nuclear hypersonic payload, was also tested under combat conditions.
с баллистической ракетой в безъядерном гиперзвуковом оснащении.
Our missile troops have named it Oreshnik. The tests were successful, and the target of the launch was achieved. In Ukraine, in the city of Dnipropetrovsk, one of the largest and most well-known industrial complexes, which has been producing missile technology and other armaments since the Soviet era, was hit.
Другое вооружение.